Hi everyone, it's Ben from Trekitt, and I'm out with Harry behind the camera as always, and our faithful friend today, Tess, who you might see in a few shots, running around doing spaniel things. And we're out here on the edge of Mortimer's Forest, just past Ludlow, in this beautiful bluebell meadow. We haven't quite caught it when they're in full bloom, but it's pretty nice out here. You know, and in today's video, we're giving an inside look into the mountain equipment Lumiko range. So I'm currently wearing the Lumiko hoodie, which funny enough has a hood. But we'll also go over the other variations of this in both the men's and women's over the course of this video. So stay tuned to find out a little bit more about this fleece, what it is, what it does, and why we think it's so great. So first and foremost, what is the Lumiko? Well, the Lumiko from Mountain Equipment is a lightweight stretch fleece that uses effectively a ribbed texture throughout it to slightly increase its surface area. But that means it is a really versatile, lightweight piece for layering. So either on a nice warm day, maybe into the evening a little bit, you can throw it on as your outer layer just to take that edge off. Or it works really well as a more traditional layering piece if you're using it in slightly cooler conditions. But the huge amount of stretch in this and just how comfortable it is and how lightweight it is means you're going to throw it on and kind of just wear it as much of the time as you can. The zip T version of it, so one that's got a sort of sternum length zip and loses the hood, you could potentially use as sort of a little bit more of a base layer, whereas the zip hoodie is a little bit more suited to being used as just a very lightweight mid layer. And that can go for pretty much any outdoor activities because of how light it is, how breathable it is, and how good at sweat wicking it is. So this is the Lumiko Zip T, which is the other variation of the Lumiko that we do in both men's and women's. So this one is just a half length, so sort of sternum length zip, and you lose the hood, but otherwise the other features are the same. So you still get that pocket, no other adjustments on it, and it is just designed to be comfortable. This one you could use a little bit more as a base layer. Today I am wearing it over a lightweight base layer, but this is comfortable enough that you could wear next to skin as a base layer because it still wicks sweat away and is pretty comfortable, still nice and stretchy, ticks all the boxes. So what's it constructed from? Well, the Lumiko, both variations of it in both the men's and the women's, are all constructed the same thing, and that is a recycled polyester stretch performance fleece. So 93% recycled polyester and then 7% elastane. So it really is super, super stretchy. And that also helps to be a little bit more form-fitting. So it works a little bit more efficiently when you want to use it. All of the materials used in this particular fleece are also Blue Sign approved. So that means Mountain Equipment have gone the extra step to make sure that the materials and production, sorry, I think that was my watch buzzing. If you hear a little buzzy sound, I apologise. I need to tell them that I'm filming. But it means that all the fabrics used in this are Blue Sign approved, which means Mountain Equipment have gone the extra step to make sure that the sourcing of the materials and things like that are all sort of as ethically sound as they can be. So what are the features of the Lumiko? Well, this particular version is the hooded version. So funnily enough, we'll start at the top with the hood. So the hood is grown on, which means it is sort of quite a form-fitting hood. It's honestly not the most flattering, but it is comfortable and works well sort of underneath a helmet, something like that, and offers a little bit of extra protection because it just fits nicely. So you can use this in place of potentially a beanie hat, something like that, and because it's already on the hoodie, you can't forget it. So it's got a full length YKK zip at the front. It is only a one-way, but on this sort of garment here, that's all you really need because you're probably not going to be using this on top of something to sort of, if you're using it for belaying, things like that, this will be underneath your harness and then you'll have your extra layer jacket on top. So you've just got a very simple one-way zip on it by YKK, does the trick. You do get a little bit of storage on this jacket. So highlighted here by this contrast panel that is in a soft shell material. So it's just a little bit more protective for anything that you might put in it. Again, a YKK zip. It isn't the biggest, so you won't fit a map or anything in here, but it is comfortable enough size to sort of put a phone in, he says, just about, and keep it a little bit more protected. So when it comes to adjustment of the jacket, honestly, you don't really get any because the fabric itself is so stretchy. It's quite a form fit, but you do have a bit of piping along the bottom cuff, along the bottom hem here, sorry, and then along the cuffs as well, just so it feels a little bit more comfortable next to skin. How does the Lumiko fit? Well, the Lumiko is in Mountain Equipment's Active Fit, so it is definitely on the slim side of things. As you can probably tell here, it is sort of quite hugging in its shape. This one that I've got on today is a size large, and I'm 6'3" with a roughly 44 inch chest, and it does fit. And because of the amount of stretch in this fabric, it is super stretchy. It's really quite comfortable, but it is quite a form fit. So depending on what you're using it for and if you're between sizes, you probably want to jump up a size in it to get something a little bit more comfortable, unless you want that more of a sort of base layer style fit. But it is just really comfy. The sleeves are long enough for me, which is something that I usually struggle with because I've got quite long levers. My only criticism for myself, and fit will vary depending on person to person, is that it is a little bit short on me. I would prefer something ever so slightly longer, but for considering that this is sort of a very lightweight mid layer, you're probably going to have a longer jacket on over the top. It's perfectly fine. You know, it's comfortable, it's stretchy, and fits pretty well. So that about sums up the Lumiko range from Mountain Equipment, available in both men's and women's, in the hood and also in the zip tee configuration as well. Variety of sizes and colours. If you do want to shop those, Harry will pop a link up on the screen, as well as one of our other videos for you to check out. We always appreciate your likes and comments on our videos. We love to hear a bit of feedback about what you think we did well, what you'd like to see in future, and just any comments or questions you have about Trekitt really, or about the specific products, and we will try our best to get back to you. That's about it from me. I'm going to take Tess and we're going to go and frolic near some bluebells. So we'll see you in the next one. You take care.